Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the videos, and hit that notification bell so that way you get the notification when I drop new videos. Last night I was sitting up, fucking around my phone, thinking about thinking about things to talk about. If I'm talking funny, it's because I just got a root canal done about less than an hour ago. So my mouth is still, this whole side of my face is still all numb. But anyways, so I was up last night thinking about things to talk about, and get out, go, and I was thinking about the hop. For those of you that are from Southern California, meaning LA County, Orange County, the IE, you guys know about the hop. There was two of them. There was Lakewood and there was City of Industry. I don't know if Lakewood's still open. I never went to that one, but I was a fucking weekender at City of Industry for a while. Me and my boy Joe and my other partner Animal. Every Friday and Saturday, we were at the Hop, and I was curious to see when it closed down because I remember it closed down some years back, and I don't understand why. I didn't read up why it closed down, but it closed down almost 18 years ago, January 1st, 2006. They shut the doors on that place. Like I said, I don't know why. Maybe the owner just, maybe he didn't own the land. Maybe he just rented the building out. But they ended up selling all that property to car dealerships. So that's all that's right there. It was up to 60 and Azusa. 60 and Azusa right there at Gale. Make a right on Gale, and it's on your left-hand side, just before you hit Frisco's Diner. But the thing about the Hop was like, it was big. They used to have a lot of bands there. They have like Tierra, Malo, El Chicano. Brenton Wood pretty much lived at that fucking place. They should have given him an apartment in the back because he was there so much. A lot of like old school bands would play there. They'd also have the fights there, the boxing fights. And so, like I said, we were there like every Friday and Saturday. We usually go down to Zandejas first over in San Dimas. Shout out to Tony Zandeja. He was a kicker for the Rams, and he has a bunch of restaurants. But that's Tony's main restaurant is the one in San Dimas off of Arrow and the 57. That's like the new Hop, because everybody that was hanging out at the Hop, once it shut down, they all went to Zandejas. So they all hang out at Zandejas. I think they all still hang out right there. Like this, Zandejas is like a meat market like it was for the Hop back in the days. But that's one thing about the Hop was it was a big spot and it was a fucking meat market, especially if you didn't mind fucking around with older chicks. Now, 2006, I was going to 2005, 2006. So I was like 31, 32 years old. A lot of the women that were in there were in their 40s, some in their 50s. They'd have their best outfits on over there, hanging out. If you went to the Hop and you didn't leave there with something, you didn't leave there with some strange, you were a loser. Because it was just too easy over there. It's like fishing in a bucket, The drunker you got, the hotter the ladies over there were. I mean, there was some nice looking women over there, but if you couldn't get one of them by the end of the night, we'd be out in the parking lot. If none of us hooked up, we'd go on the parking lot maybe like 20 minutes before. And we'd be in the back, drinking back there. And just waiting. We'd be waiting for the fucking wounded deer to come out. The fucking rhinos. All the fucking stragglers. You know what I mean? See what you can get. You if you can get something inside, you're guaranteed to get something outside, even if it was a fatty. You know, at the end of the night, whatever, it's whatever. You know, it's you let your guard down. Fuck it. You're trying to get some strange. So yeah, every Friday and Saturday we were there, man, and we knew the fucking bouncers in the front. They were always the same guys in the front. And so, like the first couple times I went, I wasn't known there. So, we got treated like everybody else. Had to wait in line, all that bullshit, pay at the ticket booth, get our ticket to get in. But then after, a few times of being there and being cool with the bouncers in the front, when me, Joe, and Adam would walk up, we didn't have to wait in the line. We just walked to the front. They were like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Like, come on, get your ticket. Let's go. Get us in there, man." Every single time. We walked right up to the front. Didn't wait in no fucking lines over there. Because we were there so much. And Joe's my partner. I did a video about that was a stripper for Latin's Finest, and he was already going there before me. But he was paying for everything. Like I didn't have no money. I was broke. So, but he was spending money every Friday and Saturday. They knew that. So we'd get in that spot quick. So we kind of became like, when people saw that, it was always the same fucking people there on Fridays and Saturdays. Always the same fucking people there. So all these fucking people would see us walking up like that. Those other guys there that were regulars too that would do the same thing, or other women that were regulars that would go there. It was the same thing for them. They'd walk right up to the front. So everybody knew who the regular people were. You know what I mean? So when you walk up to the front and you got all these people in line and they see you doing that shit all the time, it's like you became like a celebrity to them. You know what I mean? Like it was easier for us to pull some strings there than just a dude that had never been there before. And then we would go in, go straight to the bar, get our drinks, then go get a booth against the back wall, and we sit up there in the booth and hang out right there. And I remember like I couldn't even tell you how many times I got kicked out of that fucking place. And it was always out of the back patio. It was always in the back patio. I would be back there and I'd always get thrown out. And there was at the back patio where everybody smoked at, taking it back there, drink. It was a big wall around it. And this wall had a metal door. And beyond that metal door was the rear parking lot. And every single time I got into shit there, well, I say 95% of the time I got into shit there at the Hop, which was almost every weekend, I'd get thrown out that back door. And when I say thrown out the back door, I'm talking about getting thrown. They would grab me 3 bounces at a time. One would open the door, and the other 3 bouncers would grab me and fucking just hurdle my ass out the back. I get all fucked up on the concrete back there and get up, dust myself off, walk up to the front, and the bouncer was like, "Hey, what's up, Big Mike? Fuck, when'd you come out here?" I said, "Oh, I went to the back door. I was back in the back smoking. I had to go to the car." "Oh, all right, come in." I walked right back in to the front. I was staying away from the back patio that had the rest of the night because I didn't want the guards back there seeing me that I came back in. Every once in a while, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back there and try to blend back in and smoke a cigarette and try to just walk out like casual, smoke a cigarette, and they'd be like, "Hey, didn't we just fucking throw you out like an hour ago?" I'm like, "No," but you could tell because I was all had dirt and shit on me, or my pants would be scuffed up and shit from them throwing me out the back door. It was like every weekend thing. But I'd walk right back into the front every single time. Another time I got fucking alcohol poisoning there. I went with I think it was my boy Joe. We went there to go watch a De La Hoya fight, and we started drinking cognac and Coke. Be quiet. We started drinking cognac and Coke, and I didn't realize that this dude was buying triples. And I say within like 2 hours, I had drank five drinks, but they were all triples. All I remember is waking up on the side of the freeway. And I told a story yesterday about my first marriage. And I told you how I would run into her at the hop a couple times after me and her had split up. That was one of the days because I woke up on the side of the freeway in her car, and there was cops and ambulances there. I had got alcohol poisoning, and I slumped over in the car. She was taking me home because I was so fucked up. I didn't even remember seeing her there. I just remember waking up in her car, and I woke up on the side of the freeway right there off of Nogales or Fullerton Road and the 60. I mean, we barely got on the fucking freeway, I guess, and I just slumped over, and she couldn't wake me up. So she pulled over on the side of the freeway, called the ambulance. The ambulance came, the cops came, and they had me on the side of the fucking freeway right there. I guess I had woken up, and they were like, told her just take him home. He's really drunk, but he has way too much to drink. Like I was fucking drunk, so she had to drop me up at my house. But yeah, the hop was a cool spot. Like I said, I don't know why it shut down because they had to make a lot of money because that place was packed every Friday and Saturday. They had the bands there. Every weekend there was somebody playing there. I don't know if they did comedy. They might have did comedy shows there. I never saw it. I think they did though, but it was always bands like Tierra Malo. There was cover bands there. Like I said, Britton Wood was there all the time, and that's where we all hung out there at the Hop. Again, Lakewood was another. I think Lakewood might still be open. I'm not sure, but I never went to that one. There wasn't. It wasn't. From what I understand from everybody, it wasn't. It wasn't like jumping like City of Industry, and I don't think it was that as big as City of Industry. But all the old school people, they'll know they'll remember if you grew up in especially in the San Gabriel Valley area and or over there by like Whittier area and Pico Rivera, Norwalk, they all knew about the Hop, and there was always shit going on there, man. Like it was a bunch of gangsters that were dressed up because you had to be dressed up to go in there. You couldn't go in there just all with fucking khakis on. So there was times where I would get into shit inside the bar, and I mean they had security there, so you couldn't get in with. It was very hard to get in there with guns and knives and shit like that. So if you got the shit at the Hop, it's guaranteed you're gonna get busted over the head with bottles. You know what I mean? Because they were serving Coronas and shit like that there. So you're gonna get bottles thrown at you, and it would turn into a big ass melee right there. They had a lot of security though, and security running there and just fucking started grabbing everybody and tossing them out. But there was always shit going on over at the Hop. But it was always a fucking good time over there, man. Like I said, if you couldn't get some strange at the Hop, you were a fucking loser. Because there was so many women there, and by the end of the night, they all looked like fucking Beyonce. Even the fat ones. You take what you take what you can get at the end of the night. Like I said, you get the fucking wounded ones in the back. The ones that can barely walk anymore and shit. And after that, we'd all end up over at Denny's off of 7th Street and the 60. We'd all go down to Denny's, and so afterwards you go out on Denny's, you see the Denny's parking lot would be full, and it's like 2:30 in the morning. People were all hanging out inside Denny's and shit. Denny's would be full of people from the Hop. Or there was a taco spot right there on Azusa and just up the street. Taco del Rio or something like that. Everybody go right there and hang out in the parking lot over there. But yeah, so for all you people that are like I'll be 49 on Monday. Yeah, I think it's Monday. I'll be 49. But so everybody like my age and older than me from Southern California, they know about the Hop. They know about the Hop, Zandejas, or also Quiet Canyon, which Quiet Canyon is still open. I didn't even know that they were still doing nightclub shit anymore. But from what I understand, Quiet Canyon is still open. I don't know anybody that goes to nightclubs anymore, but that's in the time where when nightclubs were still popping and shit, and they were everywhere. You had at that time you had the Hop, you had Zandejas, Camachos, which was formerly before that was Peppers, Quiet Canyon, Luminarias, I think it was called, Crazy Horse in West Covina, Baby Does off of the 710 and the 10, and I think it was also Scribbles, but Scribbles and Diamond Bar was more for younger people. But yeah, that's the time of the nightclubs, man. When, like I said, I don't think that people do. There's nightclubs anymore. You don't hear about that shit. I don't see it on Instagram where people are hanging out in nightclubs. I understand there's a spot called 99 Bottles that people hang out somewhere like Buena Park area or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's just my age. Like, I don't feel like I need to go hang out at a fucking nightclub anymore. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's more of a sports bars and breweries. You know, that's the big thing right now. But back then, it was nightclubs every weekend. Go to the nightclubs. But the Hop was, for me, was was the best spot. That's where you're guaranteed to get some strange. You know what I mean? You have to have no game. If you couldn't get inside, wait until the end of the night. The fucking fatties would come out the back. You can get one of those. You get the girl with the gimp. She's limping. You're guaranteed to get some kind of strange there at the Hop. So, anyways, that's my story. Please like, share, subscribe to the videos. Again, the notification bell, so that way you can see when I put these videos out. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you following the channel. And I'll be talking to you guys later.